What happens if you ignore a subpoena? A subpoena is a court order demanding that you go down to court, and in a criminal trial, it would be an order that you go down and testify at that trial if the case does end up going to trial. There may be a lot of reasons why people may not be able to make that. And so what happens if you are subpoenaed to go but can't make it or don't show up for whatever reason? So first off, legally, there are a couple of things that can happen. First of those is that you can actually be fined for not showing up when you have been subpoenaed to show up. And in a more extreme case, especially if the DA's office thinks that, or even the defense attorney thinks you're not going to show up, they can file a writ of attachment, would essentially be an order from the court to have you arrested, and possibly be able to bond out until that trial to make sure that you are there to testify at a trial. That is a very extreme case and does not happen very often, but there is the potential that that could happen. From a practical standpoint, and my advice to people is always going to be to show up to court if you're subpoenaed to. But if you don't show up to court, either because you can't or you're not able to, normally there's not too much that's going to happen to you. I can't think of a case here in San Antonio where I've seen somebody actually fined for not showing up on when they've been subpoenaed to show up. And I definitely haven't seen many cases where there's been a writ of attachment and somebody taken into custody. It has happened here in San Antonio, but that's only on an extreme case. If you're looking at, just kind of your run-of-the-mill misdemeanor or even run-of-the-mill felony, typically they're not going to go through that extreme of a situation to try and get you to come into court and testify. If you do have any questions, my info's in my bio.